Right, I'm gonna have to
turn
start
the
the
radio.
VOD.
Turn the radio.
So welcome to Level Up TV at the Antec Quake Live 4v4 CTF tournament live from the party in Eindhoven. Although
whoa,
technically we're not live. The players are live from there. This is going to be GZD versus funC. I'm just going to quickly go over the teams before they ready up. Gerpa, Draven, Durful and Deus. Raced, Orion, Hoshi and Ian. That is GZD. And then funC. So it's going to be Shining Forces for the first map, and then Spider Crossings the second map. I think they're just about to ready up soon, Vor. Yeah, I'm Disrepute, and that is Vor in the background as well. Now they're not interested in actually casting it, Vor.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you can persuade me with some money.
Okay, I'll pay you all the money we get from donations. I'll pay it. I'll give you that money. How about that?
So basically, you're going to give me about £2.
No, we've already got like $100 in donations.
What? Since when?
Not.
You've been hiding this fact from people.
It's on the site.
Okay.
If you go to levelupyourgame.net/live, something like that.
I just thought you were trying to be deceitful about it.
No, I'm not being deceitful at all. That money's all just resting in my PayPal.
Resting.
Waiting to be spent on a good cause.
Taking a nap, is it?
It sounds like money laundering. It's just resting in my account.
That's probably how you'd get away with it if you ever got accused of that. It's just resting.
It's just resting. Okay, let's have a look at some of the... Oh, well, actually, we're almost ready to ready up, aren't we? So we're just waiting on Ian.
We're almost ready to ready up. Okay, interesting. I guess his keyboard is now fixed. Maybe you should spec him and see if he's moving around this.
Let's have a look, shall we? The blue team. Ian. Well, he's actually standing still.
Well, his keyboard obviously doesn't work then.
So I had just restarted the VOD after about a 20-minute VOD of us talking about poltergeists and behavioural management, was it?
You know, you're talking
behavioural
about
control?
poltergeist putting a radio on.
Yeah.
I remember when I was young.
Oh, wait, we're going live. Sorry, Vor. The people are going to have to wait for the game to finish. Yeah, we're going to go live in 2, 1. And we are live, and we're following Gerpa to start off with, so I'm going to cycle away from him. See Draven getting that front yellow. He's going to be in defence as well, I guess. And, well, Durful, the first one to that mid-red. Of course, mid-red on this map is the most important item outside the power-up cycle that the teams might challenge for. Looks like GZD attacking with 3 to start off with. Deus and, well, Ian's grabbed the flag, actually, for funC. Here's Draven. Deuce with the flag pickup, sorry.
Excellent.
Might come up against quite some defence in front of him, and we're back to square one effectively. But power it up, we can see actually it's going to be up in 10 seconds. So the teams will start want to set that up now. It could be regeneration, could be haste, we don't know on this first power up. It is in the midfield area. Well, that's a good point, yeah. There it is, picked up by Gerpa. He's probably going to try and stack up here. Red is up in 2 seconds if he covers it off, although Ian picks up the flag.
Red flag.
Yeah, Ian seems to be attacking by himself and having some success of at least touching the flag, whereas Gunzoys, we saw how aggressive they were with 3. Didn't really do much.
Yeah, didn't get much further than Ian. But of course this is a notoriously defensively minded map, although less so in Quake Live than Quake 3 because of the numbers of the team.
And the damage to the weapon.
Look at that shotgun play by Gerp. He actually hit 66% there. The yellow is up. The 225's right in front of him as well. He will want to take them.
He just needs his teammates to see if they can support him high.
Brilliant cover.
as well.
Gotta be careful. Oh my god, Ian catches him out. Almost returns the flag. Didn't quite manage to. They might actually get it back here. Orion does a good job. That's good covering play. Good recovery.
No, I should probably join the server rather than watch the stream, shouldn't I?
I don't know. Streams might be better quality.
It is, but it's a bit delayed, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So Durful picking up the flag now in an empty base. The yellow is up, but he's going to get shotgunned by Raced. Good rocket play by the UK International here. Covering across the midfield low. He's got good support. They're going to go up this main bounce pad after his teammates. You can tell the experience there, and they're covering it off really effectively. 1-0 Gunzoids. And I have to say, you probably... I mean, before the match, say they're going to be the stronger team, you'd expect that.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably say that about most of their games for this tournament. I can't join the server, Dis.
Oh dear. What does it say?
It doesn't say anything. I've got no join button for it.
Oh, can you just find it in the server list and you click LAN? Following Draven, going to cycle away from here. Let's have a look at race. He's the defender. Orion at mid does pick up the red armor. Might want to check the red soon, but it's going to be power up any second now. Gerper moving into attack. He's pushed right forwards. There we go. Draven with the pickup. Looks like going to go 4-man attack every time they get a power up here. GZD, and of course the massive damage output they've got with that team really makes that a viable tactic. See Draven moving out low with this haste. Does come up against Hoshi, and Orion's going to return this. Pick up the haste himself, so he's still got 12 seconds with haste. Can do something effective. Durful with the flag pick up for GZD. Nice rails on Hoshi. And he's going to drop off low. The yellow isn't up. He's got a teammate in support low, but he's fragged. And they, instead of running off with that haste, trying to use it in attack, funC decided to use it defensively. I'm going to cycle round and have a look at, well, Orion moving through midfield. He's got a bit of armour, supporting his teammate. Nice rocket on Gerper, right direct, point blank range. But I mean, this 1-0 score does mean that funC are going to have to be a little bit more aggressive in trying to get the flag than perhaps they would have been. Might have tried to hold it out as long as they could. Here we go, Ian, that is absolutely brilliant movement. Oh, he's so unlucky with the spawn there by Durful. Unbelievable, that.
Unbelievable, Dis. I regret missing it. I'm now on my way to the server, Byron. Hopefully.
Good work. Yeah, so just looking at some of those stats there, the red armor's in favour of funC at the moment, 6-4. Yellows, though, double the amount for GZD. Of course, we store them, steal the base, the funC base yellow anyway, so that's probably where they got that from. Let's switch round to Hoshi, trying to move through with the shaft, comes up against Deus. Probably not a battle he's going to win too often.
Password doesn't work, Dis.
It should do. It didn't work for me at first, but I'm going to just go into console and do it when I connect it. There's a power up, picking up. Draven takes it. Red's going to be up in a second. Does successfully defend it as well. Gets a full clip of LG ammo on top of that. Let's see if Draven can work this one. He does have a rocket launcher. Always the important weapon to have when you're on attack, usually in CTF. Picks up the flag. Takes, I think, 2 rail shots there. Oh my god. Gets knocked up by Ian's rocket, but somehow he's got outside the base. No support, though. Oh my god. Somehow Gerper got the frag in with the machine gun. He's picked up the flag. Does have haste as well. Should get this home. Doesn't see any funC anywhere near his base, and it is 2-0 to Gunzoids. Sorry, I typed it wrong, that's why.
Thanks.
Yeah, following race at the moment does take out Deus and switch round to somebody maybe closer to attack. Well, Ian seems to be here. Had keyboard problems. Obviously they're sorted now. And they've been pushed right back at the moment, funC. All their team sitting back. 3 players in from GZD. On the flag here, look, just locking down that base. Durful gets the flag pick. Going to stack up on a few shards and 5 health bubbles. Now going out high.
He's got that all-important support.
Does actually get the flag, but drops the flag, sorry, to Gerper. It's going to be 3-0 here unless some super save comes in. Good support again by GZD as they all just followed the flag carrier home. Often you do see in CTF, especially at the lower level, people just assume that the flag carrier is going to make it through. They think, oh, we'll get back to back here, but GZD taking no chances, supporting each and every flag run with all their players. And here's regeneration in the hands of Ian. It's going to get the red armor as well. This could be a big opportunity for funC. He does take a rail shot underground though. Second one from Draven. Gets the frag, but I mean, he's lost his stack. Front yellow's up. And look at this. He's unchallenged in the base. Shaft in the back pushes him lower. Look at that. More shaft. The damage being dealt out. His teammate might need to pick it up here. Orion does grab it. He's picked up a rocket as well, but Really strong defensive play by GZD there.
Yeah, we really needed funC to get there just a slight bit sooner, didn't they? So that he'd be able to support as well.
It was just a little bit late, and GZD did defend with, what, 3 players there pretty effectively. Nice rocket from Durful as we follow him on the flag. Pick up another rocket as well. Good defense though. Orion not getting caught out. Stayed high. Well, actually I think he dropped onto the bounce pad and straight back up, but good rail covering. Cycle round. Have a look at Deus moving in low. Gets his 7th impressive, was that? And we expect that from him at LAN. 52% rail at the moment. Moving up on this flag. And they attack so often with 3 players, GZD, that funC had just been pushed back to have to defend with 3 players. Power-ups are up in 40 seconds, so that's time for maybe one more attack from either team into the base. Orion just spamming rockets at the front of the GZD base high. 30 seconds till quad now. Teams are going to start thinking about setting it up, or funC might let GZD move out for that power up and steal the flag behind. He's actually got support low. This could be a really big opportunity. He's gone the wrong route though, because Durful's sitting at mid already waiting to set up that power up. Long range rail takes out the flag carrier. Pretty unfortunate though. That was a big opportunity.
It was. They had 3 people near the flag carrier. Well, 2 people near the flag carrier. But that's kind of given them no chance on power up.
We're still following Gerpen with the flag carrier. He's only got 13 health, but he does have the team support here. Going to take that yellow, and it's going to be a cap. He got that flag in at the time of power up, of course.
Yeah, you'd have to say it was brave by funC to commit 3 people to an attack just before power up, and really, you know, when it failed, it gave them no chance to get that power up. Well, we saw what happened.
Orion does grab the flag. He tries to bluff, but the defender read it, or just didn't react too quickly.
To do anything from there.
Even there, I mean, we saw 3 GZD players within close proximity to defend that one. Durful with the flag pick, 4 Gunzoids again. Can take that drop down, pick up the shards and the 5s. Race did get briefly tricked, or at least had to cover off high. But they do have good defensive play. Following in, they're missing their shots though. Got to hit those rails. Wow. Durful hits his instead. This is intelligent play by Durful, moving through a different route, although no support in the lower area.
It's great flag running by Durful though. I mean, how well he was avoiding funC there. Support didn't arrive maybe as quick as he'd have expected. I mean, they've had good support for the flag carrier all game. And again,
look at that, great support. And the damage he takes even with that support, I mean, he would have been dead in seconds without it, so gonna get another cap for Gerpa. Just seems like an all-out attack setup really for GZD. Anybody can move in and get an attack in. I think Draven seems to be maybe the most set-back player in defence.
Well, Draven is definitely focused on defense only, but the other 3 are all getting regular flag touches. And then one of them does have the flag. The support they have for the flag carrier is just brilliant.
So 5-0 to GZD. We've got 3 seconds until the power cycle around, see if anybody's near. Well, Draven's coming in last second. Is he going to grab it? I think Ian grabbed it there. They switch around to Draven with the power up.
Gerpa has the flag as well, so if you can get that haste to him, or just give the flag to Draven maybe.
We've seen this a couple of times in these runs when the power-up's played. I mean, Gerpa seems to always attack now when the power-up's spawning, and it's going to be 6-0 to Gunzoids. Pretty dominant so far, but
it is. They're looking very strong, but as I said, that's kind of expected, isn't it? The mix of LAN experience and just the sort of level all these players have played at before.
Yeah, they won't be letting anything affect them. Here we go, Ian. He gets so unfortunate with the spawn yet again, and that's 2 great opportunities that have been ruined by spawners. I'm just going to stick with Draven because, wow, look at that rocket hit him, and the second rocket hit him as well. Draven's really weak, doesn't go for the yellow, Ian. Could that be a mistake, or is that a good move?
Well, he needs to support high, doesn't
he? He's got some support, but nowhere near enough. GZD cut him off. They did a really good job there, actually, Gunzoids. They're all at the mid, covering off. Obviously, it's a bottleneck point, because you cover low and high from that point. But really nice rockets by Ian. Think he regretted not getting that yellow then, Vor?
Well, might be something you regret looking back, but at the same time, he thought maybe he had a chance to come out high. He thought his teammates were on their way to support him, but Gunzoid was so quick to set up a defense on the middle. But maybe he could have taken his time and looked to take the yellow, but one of those split-second decisions, isn't it?
There's always the threat as well. You're going to get spawned on if you
exactly
stand around the base. Here's Gerpa with another flag pickup, and again, it's just like 10 seconds before the power-up. And I think, obviously the strategy of tactics of doing that kind of thing is they have to defend, so they can't set up for the power-up.
Yeah, they're now out of position for power-up.
And obviously if they go to power-up, you're going to get a nice free run, which we have seen them do. So that time they had to defend, and Draven gets a really easy pickup. Rocket jumping out. Does get boosted by the rail, I think. Just lets it stack up just above rail level now, so it should be a... Wow, 2 players combat him straight away. Ian, good return. Damage that he dealt was insane.
Only Deuce to support the flag that time. It managed to take him out, whereas maybe if Gunzoids had their normal support, they might have just been able to pick the flag back up.
Yeah, it's a strange... it's a great example of how effective they were in previous caps when they supported with the whole team. We see the difference that time. Just one support, so it is 2v2 effectively, but obviously all the focus of the fire is going to be on the flag carrier.
Yeah, and obviously there's less players to block shots, there's less chance of the drop flag.
So it just highlights what a good job they have already been doing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cycle off Draven, I think. Not the most interesting Pova defender.
Well, he's had his action, he had the flag, he had a chance to be the hero on stream, but...
Yeah, he's been the big man for one moment of this map. Here we go, Gerpa again with the flag pickup. He's probably had the most pickups of any of them. He's really stacked, actually. Doesn't have the support because we see the 2 players are left inside the base, although moving through now, he has... Well, he doesn't really even come across anybody. He's kept his whole stack all the way that run, and now 7-0. And this is...
I assume it's mercy limit as well, isn't there? Probably of 8.
8
normal.
8 captures.
Cap limit even.
Cap limit, yeah. It's kind of a mercy limit though, isn't it?
Well, that's the same thing, yeah.
I mean, it's not been that quick though. 15 minutes is 3/4 of the map through that they might get to the 8 limit. It's not been a rout, although in terms of score I guess it has been. But you could see it maybe done in 8 minutes, something like that, so it's not been that rapid. But it's not really a surprise to see Gunzoids coming out on top by this kind of margin.
No, and for the benefit of those of us who didn't see the map selection process, was this Gunzoid's map or was this funC?
This was funC's map. Gunzoids actually picked
Spider
Crossings, yeah. So Durfell just going to round off this victory with a final cap before the 16th minute. 8-0.
Red wins.